Welcome to the Defence School of Transport, the British Forces Centre of Excellence for Military Driver Training, situated at Leconfield in Yorkshire. The centre ensures that our forces are ready for worldwide challenges, be it large-scale operations, peacekeeping missions, environmental or humanitarian disasters. None of this would be possible without drivers who are able to cope with battlefield conditions. They operate in places as diverse as the desert, the jungle, the Arctic and the equator. That's why highly trained specialist drivers are essential, and DST provides the unique environment to prepare them. Let's take a look.
This is an enormous site designed to accommodate over 1,000 students and all the support staff, vehicles and driving areas required to conduct training. As a defence base, it caters for all the three armed services, and the standard of training is exceptionally high. The instructors here are trained to meet the toughest driving standards agency requirements, and they have the best vehicles and terrain in which to work.
It's a 780-acre site with 16 kilometres of nursery circuits and 18 kilometres of cross-country circuits, plus dozens of obstacles, including this 1 in 8 incline for hill starts.
Want to now carry on, please.
Drivers can be taught the basics at the school before moving out onto public roads, reducing the amount of time spent on them. Great effort is made to minimise the impact on the local community and to be sympathetic to the local environment.
Behind me is the early morning parade before the students are assigned to their vehicles and their classes. All three services are well represented here, with both male and female from the Royal Navy, the Army and the Royal Air Force. Most of them are novice drivers, but expert instruction here soon turns the student into an operationally effective military driver with an LGV licence within just 3 months. Now let's see how this is done in the driver training wing.
Stage 1 is gaining a car licence. Students are then trained on this truck, the purpose-built minimum test vehicle. Initially, the driver learns within the safety of the base, and only when ready are they taken out onto the open road to experience the pressures of operating in traffic.
Okay, Luke, that's the end of your driving test, and I'm very pleased to tell you you've passed. Well done, young man.
Let's have a look at rules for loading the vehicles then.
But it's not just about driving. The theory side has to be taught too, and a large part of the military driving course is spent in modern classrooms and computer suites. While theory is important, equally essential are practical demonstrations, particularly in the field of carrying specialist loads.
As drivers may be carrying a hazardous cargo, soldiers must be trained thoroughly in dealing with emergencies. On passing hazmat training, they achieve a national qualification in the transportation of hazardous materials.
Good morning, gents. Welcome to the fire ground. First of all, we check that it's sealed. As you can see, there's a plastic seal on here.
Time is also spent on ensuring these newly qualified drivers have the knowledge and competence to maintain and service their vehicles, and to safely secure a wide variety of vehicle loads. Seen here is the demountable rack offload and pickup system, used for fast and efficient delivery of pre-loaded supplies. Manoeuvring these heavy vehicles in perfect conditions is a challenge, but imagine doing it in bad weather. That's why DST drivers are trained to prepare for the unexpected. Once drivers can handle a civilian truck, they move on to an intensive course to learn the extra knowledge that a military driver needs to know. They get to grips with trucks from 4 to 15 tons. Then come cross-country techniques across a range of terrains. Convoy drills in all weathers to ensure that the vehicles move in formed groups for ease of control and security. And concealment from the enemy, learning to camouflage a vehicle so that it blends into the environment. After qualifying as a basic military driver, soldiers are posted to their units worldwide. The next time they come back to DST will be to take their skills level even further at the Advanced Training Wing. ATW's fleet is totally different to that experienced by the basic student within DTW. Vehicles are very diverse and technically challenging, with the latest in-service technology and innovations.
Within ATW, personnel are trained to the highest levels of military driving, transport management and communication skills. They learn to operate a range of complex equipment, from the basic electric forklift through to what's known as the Wretch, or the rough terrain container handler, which weighs them when fully laden at an impressive 76 tonnes. That's equivalent to 10 London double-decker buses and is capable of lifting 40-foot containers.
Watching the Wretch in action is a truly awesome experience, as this incredible machine lifts and lays its mammoth loads with effortless ease. Wretch operators first learn their skills in a simulator before they enter a working environment. Precision is essential. Mistakes in real life can cause serious damage and possibly cost lives. Pre-operational deployment training not only includes the Wretch, but also these other armoured vehicles called Mastiff and Vector, which are designed to give troops a high level of protection in hostile environments. But ATW is not just about driving.
And today we'll be covering VHF Lesson 2.
Reliable communications are vital in today's operational environments to command and control assets. The majority of military vehicles now carry radios, so ATW also provides specialist technical training for those combat services support personnel required to operate them. The latest teaching aids and techniques are used, including classroom instruction, simulation, and most importantly, practical exercises both in and outdoors.
Good morning. As commanders and managers...
Another major part of ATW's work is training fleet managers at all levels. The school teaches to Chartered Institute standards to allow the students to gain civilian qualifications as well.
So the course is relevant to both civilian and military personnel.
Advanced Training Wing is also about upgrading skills, from basic forklift truck training to controlling a mechanical bucket on the back of a heavy vehicle.
Okay, what we're going to do is your colleague is going to let the boat go down under full control with a winch motor.
And launching a Royal Engineer Combat Support boat from its trailer. On the circuit again, and more specialist driving this time. Instruction for evasive driving skills for staff car drivers and embassy personnel from around the world. Nearby, blue light training for emergency duties, seen here using motorcycle outriders to escort a bomb disposal vehicle. Coming up behind, a converted ambulance in the form of a Saxon armoured personnel carrier. All drivers are trained at the Advanced Training Wing under unique conditions and using expert instructors.
Those conditions include the skid pan, where you're taught to control these vehicles in the most difficult of circumstances.
The skid frame allows the instructor to raise the vehicle's wheels off the ground to adjust the traction to mimic all types of skid conditions. Students are taught how to retain control at speed while manoeuvring their way around the test track. The ATW trains experienced drivers in the most hazardous of conditions. This versatile machine can cope with anything that's thrown at it.
The VV206 is one of the most versatile vehicles used by our forces. Be it on snow, in the desert or on water, the VV will get troops there fast. We're heading straight to the lake.
Next, the All-Terrain Mobile Platform, or ATMP as it's known. It's also amphibious and allows lightweight cargo to be transported over a range of conditions. But ATW is not all about multi-wheeled vehicles. Two wheels are catered for as well, with a high standard of instruction designed to produce skilled riders for both on and off-road. You've seen that life at the driver training school is challenging, but it's equally important for students to be able to relax and socialise. The school has an excellent range of leisure facilities that includes big screen TVs, computer games, internet access, a bowling alley, and even a nightclub. There's also a modern dining facility that serves a wide range of top quality food. The personal welfare of students is well catered for, with welfare officers available to provide advice and help when required. An information centre on site supplies details on local facilities and travel arrangements. There's also a church that caters for all religious needs. As you would expect, great emphasis is placed upon physical fitness. A wide range of modern gym facilities are provided, together with squash courts and plenty of room to play indoor football or badminton. Couple this with the newly constructed all-weather sports pitch. The sports facilities here are the envy of many other units. The Defence School of Transport provides over 100 different courses and teaches over 14,000 trainees a year. The vehicles here cover more than 5.5 million miles per annum. But ultimately, it's the end result that's important. The drivers, radio operators and transport managers that are trained to operate and maintain their vehicles and equipment in any environment, in any situation, worldwide.
So next time you see pictures of the British forces on operations globally or training throughout the UK, you can be sure their drivers are the best trained in the world.